Well, hello everyone. It's me, Manny, and welcome to Manny Fest. Today we're just gonna run through a couple of our games with my undefeated Z list. A lot of people have been asking, for some gameplay videos of the list, and then my thoughts on why I play certain cards and why I don't play like Kobe and Sakazuki. And from there, all I can say is, I'll explain it while I'm playing the games, and hopefully you'll see, based off the decisions I make and the way that I play, why the deck is crafted the way it is. And from there, I just want to say thank you guys for everything, and please continue to like and subscribe. It really helps out with the channel. We're growing at a great pace, and I'm really happy with that. And please comment if there's things about the videos you like, things that maybe I'm just talking too much, or maybe like some if you guys have any ideas, I'm more than happy to try different styles of content. And for the people who are looking forward to the podcast style episodes, I have a workspace figured out now. I just need to get scheduling with the other people and figure out some equipment. But I have the location. I just need the equipment now. So we're about halfway there. And from there, all I can say is let's get into these games and let's have some fun. All right, we're here on Kinumon. We're gonna go second because we're never gonna let a Kinumon player go. Turn one on Kiku if we have it. Alright, this man already on the yikes train. But yeah, so people ask me, why don't you play Sengoku? Why don't you play Kobe? Right? And to answer those people, I like having the cards in my hand, because Kobe and Sengoku require you to discard a card. And in my list, because I play so many blockers, so many 2Ks, I feel defended. I don't want to have to discard those cards for later, because I know once the 10-drop Kuzan is established, everything is kind of like fixed and solved, and it's just me destroying the board and managing everything. And that's how I enjoy playing my games. And the thing is that, like, I think there's just better plays to do when you don't have to rely on discarding your cards, because now your options are more open to you. Ooh. Okay, alright, so he's doing that. We don't need 3 Queen. Like, let's be real. Okay, so we dropped that. Let's see. He drops the Yamato. Momonosuke. Alright, cool. So what we're just going to do is just go after one of the Momonosuke's, because we don't want to have him keep drawing cards. At this point, we're just trying to like I don't want to give him these cards because these are just more cards for him. If you just want to try to deal with the board as much as possible. So that way he has to spend his hand to replenish it, and then because everything has summoning sickness, you just keep going. And obviously we're not going to let him keep getting cards. And then from here we're going to drop the Borsalino, because even if he drops the Yamato to tap this, like, he still has to swing into it, and it's still 6K. But let's see. And then the next turn we drop Hina, because she's a 5-drop blocker that doesn't require us to eat a Dawn, because we have the Kuzan, so we're ready and set up. The only thing I would like is, before we get to Kuzan, if we can get to the 4-drop Kuzan, because that one makes, when he drops Odin, significantly easier. Another trick to your Kinemon matchups, we'll take this one. Another trick for your Kinemon matchups is that, alright, that's on board. Let's see. We're on 6. I think either way, we go 6 here, right? And then we're gonna go Hina. Because now I have the 2 blockers established. He can't swing through both. And then he's gonna rest the Hina. This man's a fool. So he just got punished for not reading this card. This man is what we like to call a very quick to the draw, where he's like, oh, I see the line, and he doesn't want to consider other lines of play. Because now this can attack, this is locked. That's fine. We drew the Kuzan that we needed. So right now we're just gonna go to here. We have that. Drop this. And then we're just gonna go 5 to life. And now he's under the impression that this is like impact wave something. He's gonna swing with this first. Oh man. But alright, cool. And then we're gonna pass our turn. Next turn, we're popping off. We're popping the F off next turn. As long as he doesn't do anything to this Kuzan, we're fine. But he's gonna be too busy hitting the blockers. Now he's gonna go here, swing, rest. Okay. And he's swinging into another blocker, which, like, this play always confuses me because I'm like, why are you gonna swing into a blocker when it's fine, but you know, we let it go. And then even if he goes big here, okay, we're not letting that go for free. Okay, buddy. We can get rid of the other Hina. Because now he just has the 2 Odins. And he can either swing into this. This is my favorite part. Now he could pay 3 to restand this if he really wants to. And that's fine. I will take this damage as well. There's no reason for me to absolutely guard it. And we get the other Kuzan. We get the other one. Alright, so this is the line of play. And because we have this tapped, it gets even better. So first we're just going to go here, minus this by 4. We're off to the races right now. So right now he's deciding where he wants to guard. And it's fine, because we're going to rip this man a new one. So now we do this, kill the Odin. He's now going to special summon something. Odds are it's going to be another Kiku, which is fine. There we go. Now we're going to go here, use the effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, kill the Kiku that just came out. It's very important. That's why we keep this Kuzan alive. It's because when the Odin comes up, we could swing, lower the Odin, and then the 10-drop Kuzan can kill the Odin, and then Z will kill whatever Odin brings out. Alright, so now we're at this point of the game. Let's see, what else we're going to do. That's pretty much it. Now, he only has 2 real attacks. Maybe 3 if he wants to get the Cat Viper swinging, right? But we have a blocker, and we have a more than enough guard. He's obviously going to rest the blocker. He's going for the Kuzan. We don't need this Kuzan anymore. This Kuzan has now fulfilled his conditions. Because even if he plays another Odin, this could pop it, and then I could pop it with whatever else. So I let it slide. This Kuzan did its job. This is going to go here. We're not letting the Borsellino die. So what we're going to do is we're going to go drop this and drop Queen. Because we're not going to let this go. Let's see. So the next thing we're probably going to want to do is, okay, let's see. He's making this 5, 6, 7, 8. This man thought. This man actually thought. Okay. So what we're going to do is, because we're going to replenish cards here, going a little minus is not the worst idea. So we're going to go here and here, because we don't want to give Velvet a blocker. Especially a blocker that can't be destroyed. So first things first, we're going to play this. Now, this is the thing. Nothing in his deck has Rush. So we could be little bit greedy. Just a little bit greedy. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go... Well, we'll do it after. Because I don't want him to trigger things to rest my things and then he just kills it, you know? So, we'll wait a second. So first things first, we're going to go... Z into this, use the effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, kill the blocker. Because we're just going to strip the board. We're going to strip him of everything this man is. Then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go... We'll go 1 down. Pass. I want to establish this because now all of his 5 or lesses, I start killing. So now every Kiku, I no longer have to Z. I can just give to the Garp and start killing them. This is why I mentioned in my deck profile why Garp is the last one I want to discard, is because he starts to just do free pops by just giving him 2 Dawn. Like, see, this dies. Like I don't care how big he makes this. I really don't, because he only has 1 attack. Green has no rush. He can make this as big as he wants. He can make it that big though. Alright, so I don't have enough guard to protect it. It's fine. He wasted a whole turn to do so, and I have the other Kuzan here. Unfortunately, I am on the lower side of things, but we still get to do cool things. So let's see. We have 6 Dawn here. What we're going to do is give 1 here, swing, target this, right? Then we're going to go 2 here. Nah, we'll go 3 here, swing here, effect, kill that. Like, we will still control the board. And then swing 5 into here. Like, we control the board now. He's under the false impression. I could have guarded the Kuzan, but I didn't want to. It didn't seem that important to me because, like I said, I have the other one here. And I'm only 2 turns away from dropping it again. And that's fine, because by the time he drops another one, because I have this Kuzan, I can reestablish. Let's see where he goes. Oh, he's investing a lot. Yeah, we guard this. No, he's so threatened by this, because this kills whatever he plays. That's fine. We're going to kill that too. Alright, and we have the Thunder Bagua. But it doesn't really matter about the Thunder Bagua per se, because we have all this done. So what we're going to do here is very simple. Target that. He either takes the damage or discards 3k guard. You know, like we hit for very good numbers out here. Let's see. That's the minimum. I want to have the Bagua as my live card, so what we're going to do is just go 6 here, kill that. Like, this is way too strong, because I could take another hit, you know? It's not that hard. This is very easy to manipulate cards, past turn. See, because then you put your opponent in this place where it's like, even if they wanted to load everything onto it, they only get 1 attack. And that's the thing about green, that people, like, yes, Kinemon is very strong. I'm not taking that away from him in any way, shape, or form. But it's also one of those things where it's that, like, they can only do so much once they lose the board. Let's see. How do I feel about this? I could Thunder Bagua save it, right? But then he could play anything. Nah, you know what? We just let it go. He already did his job. He killed 3 things. This man did his service. Okay, so he drops the Yamato, drops the X-Drake to kill this. It doesn't matter. We're past that point in the game. Okay. So now we're just going to go here, kill the Yamato. This, wing for that. -4, kill that. We're in too far in this game for this man to actually do anything. Now the next turn we have the Thunder Bagua, we have the King. He could hit us for like this super big number, and it really doesn't matter. So right now, So right now we're just in a point where he's trying to make a board. All right, so we're at the Rhizo. He's not going to swing with this blocker. All right, cool. All right, so we're here. What we're going to do is, one, we're going to establish the blocker. Establish the blocker. We're going to keep the Thunder Bagua. Let's see. In reality, what do I want to do? Because I can play the Garp, so I have the Garp for next turn. It's actually pretty even. He may see it that way, but it's actually pretty even. He just made a couple of wrong decisions, but that's neither here or there. Also, I don't know the contents of his hand at the time. Like that big swing into the Kuzan, I think he should have just went for my face. Like there's a point where he just stopped caring about trying to kill me and went for my board, which wasn't right. Like even though he did kill it, he invested like seven Dawn into that play. Like Jesus. Anyways, but that's neither here or there. So right now we're not going to bother because he doesn't have the hand to support even that, and I'd rather have the 2K in my hand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go, we're going to go 7 here, swing, use the effect, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to kill the Rhizo. The Rhizo's the more important thing. This is just a blocker. He's going to use it this turn right now, so we're just going to deal with that. All right, cool. And then this goes here. There we go. All right, cool. Now we have the Thunder. Now we have Thunder Bagua. Oh, he just disconnected. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's the Kinemon matchup. It's not that hard. So this is the thing. The beginning part is going to be scary. It's going to be like, damn, what am I doing? I'm not establishing a board. I'm not anything. You just have to have faith in your decisions. Properly guard, and then once you get to the 10-drop Kuzan, the game almost becomes yours. Now, I understand people may be scared of like, I'm putting so much faith in this 10-drop Kuzan, and it's one of those things where it's that like, this deck, it's built to support that mindset, and you just got to have faith in it for it to get you there. Because the thing is, either one, you always mulligan for the Kuzan. Two, there's a bunch of cards that draw in this deck. You have a bunch of 2Ks and you have a bunch of blockers. You will get there. Just be smart with your blocks, smart with your decisions, and know that once the Kuzan is established, the game is yours. The game is very easily yours. As you saw, I was at 2 life, he was at 5. Once a Kuzan gets there and you just manage the board and you just hit him for 1 and you can make the game yours. Control your game. When you play your game. Don't play your opponent's game, play your game. Make them force to play your game. All right. And with that said, on to the next. All right, we're doing the mirror. So, for people who were wondering about the mirror, unfortunately, it's very much like a Dolphy mirror. Whoever has the biggest guy and can make it established, they win. So he's obviously going second. So we have a decent hand going first. Could we have a ramp, or we could do the queen? We'll judge that. So odds are we're probably just gonna mulligan because we have more options to ramp than the Kuzan. We need to hit Kuzan before him. We have to. We're going to mulligan. We didn't get the Kuzan and we're on odds. We are now on the back end. We are now in DEFCON 5 right now. All right, so let's see how we're going to do this. Let's see. At least we could drop Helmeppo on 3 to start doing something. I guess, just have a body established. I guess this is our way to kind of rush him down until we get to. All right, so there's our ramp. We're fine now. We are A-okay. So now this is what's going to happen. We're going to play the Helmeppo. Even if he plays Kobe, he had to discard a card to deal with Helmeppo. And Helmeppo is worth 2 cards. He's worth a Kobe pop and a discard. So Alright, so we have this. Oh my, yo, this couldn't be a better top deck. Now the only thing we need to do is get to Kuzan. This is fine. I will take it because I'm trying to get the Kuzan. Toby, nope. Oh, what's this do? When this character KOs when it's trying to success, that's active. Okay. Awkward, but it's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go 5 here. No. Okay. Kuzan. May the praises be praised, you know? Oh, man. Alright, cool. Pass turn. Alright, all I can say is that never punished, you know? So let's see. We're going to go to 7 next turn, leave 2 for the Thunder Bogwa. We're going to let him hit us. So next turn we get Thunder Bogwa, get on 10. And from there, we will hit 10 before him, and then we run. We don't look back. Every time there's a Kuzan on board, we kill it. The 4-drop Kuzan, and then because we'll have our Kuzan established before his Kuzan is, we'll always kill his big Kuzan anyways. We're in a, and then he also did this. We're in a very, and see, like, this card, like, see, why play this card if you're always going to opt to go second? This card doesn't do anything. And that's why we don't play this card. That's why we play this one. Because if we go second, it's a 2k counter. And then if I go first, sure, I can ramp with it. But that's why we just play this card. So I don't even have to invest the body. Alright, so from here, we do need to take it. Because we need to get to 2 life for Thunder Bogwa to trigger. So now we're going to pass turns. We're not swinging with this Kuzan. We're not going to swing with it because next turn he has the chance to play like on like Sagazuki, and that's on him to do what he needs to do. All right, so what we're going to do here, let me see. He plays Sagazuki, right? I still kill the queen. Then Z kills that. I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so with that said, now that we've come full circle, some might say, or we can even drop the Hina to be an established blocker. Okay. We're on 7. The blocker doesn't hurt. Yeah. Let's do that. So we're gonna establish the blocker. We're gonna go 5 here, minus here. I'm gonna show you guys why in a second. Things that restand, Hina beats. So we're gonna go 5 here. We're gonna see what he does. Okay. 5 here, target this. Now he's 5 because this is a 0. Perfect. Love to see it. There we go. Okay, now we enter it. We have the Thunder Bogwa ready. We have it primed and ready. He's under the assumption that I'm going to impact wave this. That's what he's under the assumption of. And this has to destroy something for it to restand. So he's going to go for the Hemmepo to attempt to restand this. We're going to Thunder Bogwa it, ramp. He thinks. Thunder Bogwa. There we go. Now we're going to be 10 next turn. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He can kill his Hemmepo now. I really don't care. Now, he lost the value in this card. This card is eh. I don't care for this card. Because things like that could happen. Then this card is just sitting there. And you think it's cute. Watch. He's going to go, what, 6 here? Alright, so now this is what we're going to do. Block. This cannot attack. And then we'll guard with this. There we go. So now his attacks are done. He has no more attacks, even if he wanted to swing with this. Okay. Here we go. Now we're going off to the races. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to go... Let's see. Yeah, first things first, we're going to deploy this, kill this. That's the first thing. Now we're going to go swinging here, minus this 2, now it's 5. See, 0 investment. I love this card. This card is so good. We'll go for this to kill it, minus this 4. But we still don't want him to have extra attacks. Alright, cool. We'll kill this card. He has 1,000 cards. I don't want him to have extra attacks. There we go. Enter. So now he has 2 attacks. He can go after the Hemmepo. And he wants to go with that one again. And then we could block it, hit the Borsalino, so it can't attack. Like, Hina is just too strong. Hina is too strong. He has to pop the Hina. God, he's gonna do it again. That's A-okay, buddy. A-okay. You know, like, you invest 2 Dawn in attack, and then I shorten your options. Like, was he gonna attack with the Borsalino? Probably not. Did I take away the option to? Yeah. So now he only has 1 attack, and then he got minus 4 to do a thing. But like, the board's mine. It's whoever drops this first. And sometimes when in the mirror, I'm not saying in the mirror you want to go first. It's just that if you play your ramp right, like if you go first and you don't get the ramp, it's really hard because they're probably going to establish Kuzan before you. And then it's just a lot. But fortunately, we got to establish our Kuzan. Apparently, he either doesn't want to establish it. Well, it's not that he didn't want to. It's just like he activated queens and stuff that like ruined his play for him and threw him off. Did he just? Okay. Hemmepo was just living his best life, and then all of a sudden he just got blown up. All right. Well, first we're just gonna draw cards because drawing cards is cool. I heard. All right, and then we just establish more blockers. All right, like I can go here and just kill that. -4 there, I guess. Like, you know, like. I still don't want him to have this attack. Like, he has to decide whether he wants to keep this or not. Let's see. What, he discards? See, if he taps a Borsalino, we go for the Borsalino. That's kind of like the game idea from this point. Is that we just threaten his board until the Borsalinos become vulnerable, and then we deal with the Borsalinos. What else? What else is it? We also... Let me see. It's just like a lot of like almost mediocre. Like, see, like this, like people were like, why don't you play this card? Because you minus a Dawn. It's a good card. I love Hell's Judgment. Cards, I think it's ridiculous, but it still doesn't like it doesn't fix the issue this has. And I feel like with Z, unfortunately, people are trying to eat their cake and have it too, and you just can't do that. Unfortunately, Z's card pool isn't strong enough to support eating up so much Dawn and still popping and then still playing more additional cards like this, because there isn't enough like stable ramp or ramp that has good value. All right, so we're back here. He hit the 3K here. So honestly, this is a 7. That's about the same I was going to invest in here. We'll go ahead and add 2. Yeah, we'll go for life. We'll see how many cards he wants to drop. He has to drop a Borsalino at this point, right? He either drops 5k guard or a Borsalino, you know? So let's see. Or maybe he goes Borsalino. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to go there. and then we're going to play the other blocker. So this man only has 4 Dawn. He's going to go to 6. I'm not threatened by this man. There we go. And we still have our 10 Dawn. Like that's the thing. You don't always have to like pop off with Z. You don't always have to use his effect. It's not worth it. It's not worth it when you're already in the power position like this. If there was a blocker on the board, sure, why not? Because like I'd rather just remove 4 Dawn than have to deal with a blocker. But unfortunately, because this blocker can't be KO'd, we can't do that. But exactly how we played for the other Borsalino, we just do that. Alright, he's gonna swing here. This man, I feel like this man's never gonna learn. Like, he's saving this card so much, and I'm only dropping 1 card, and he's going through like resources to save this card. And it doesn't matter because it has to be destroyed. It's not like Basil Hawkins. It gets to just restand because it just gets to exist. Can't tell. And like it's things like that. Whereas like it's almost simple gameplay. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go 5 here. Target here. You got an answer? It's almost comical. It really is almost comical. Alright, cool. I should have gone into, Nah, unfortunately I'm going to have to do something, you know? I don't need to kill that. I'm going to kill that with Z. I can still kill it with Z. It's the funniest part. Alright. Impact with that. Okay. What do I do? Do I establish the blocker? Yeah. No. I'm such in a power position. I'm so much in a power position, I could just do this. There we go. What do you do to 2 Kuzans, right? And everything just costs 0. Alright, he didn't want to talk. It's all good. So yeah, so those were a couple of the games. I just wanted to touch a few points and tips and tricks for certain other decks. Because I wasn't able to show a Zorro matchup. Well, I wasn't able to show a Zorro matchup that was 1, entertaining, and 2, showed like how to exactly do it. A lot of the Zorro's matchups I ended up falling into were just like very simple one piece, and I felt like it wasn't super entertaining. But I just want to cover over a couple of quick bits. So 1, the way you beat Zorro is this guy. This guy wins your Zorro matchup because they can't destroy him, and because of his effect, he's always a guaranteed blocker. The reason why Zorro is strong is because they pop your blockers and then go in to make you give up your hand. But because he exists, they can't pop. Yes, they could lower his stat, but he's still a blocker at the end of the day. And because he's still a blocker and he's a 6k blocker, they have to respect that, and you still have a potential block. Now, another good card is this one, which is Hina. Hina stops multiple attacks. She is poppable, but because she's a 6k, they either have to double Otama and then Vispa, or if they play the Gordon, they Gordon, then Vispa. They still have to pay 4 Dawn to deal with this, which is essentially a Jet Pistol. This also gets KO'd by Jet Pistol. But it's this type of card that helps deal with the Zorro matchup and the Whitebeard matchup, because they're essentially the same deck. They may play different cards to facilitate their win conditions, but it's essentially the same deck and a very similar play style. And the Whitebeard is actually easier because they have big bodies that have summoning sickness. So in that case, you know, they summon something big, you pop it, they're really behind. And Zorro, yeah, is a bunch of ones, but you deal with it the same way because they still have summoning sickness. They only have so many ones with actual rush, and you just pop it. You just deal with it. It's not that hard. And as long as you have that mindset of like you just kind of prioritize your Borsalino and then your Hina as a supporting role, you'll get through a lot of your games. But with that said, I just want to say thank you guys. It's very much appreciated. We're working on the next videos, the next stuff, so stick around. Please like, subscribe, ring that bell. And all I can say is from here to there, have a great one, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.